I'm Reagan and I'm 13 years old. When I was 2 years old, my dad had a massive stroke and he wasn't able to talk to me anymore. And my parents they were split up after that. When I was 9 years old, we moved in with my mom's new boyfriend. He started being really abusive towards my mom and verbally abusive towards my brother and I. One of the times it got so bad that he pushed my mom out of a window. I remember one morning at 3 a.m., my mom's boyfriend called me downstairs and he was screaming, "Your mom's not breathing, your mom's not breathing, call 911. And I just remember going into my mom's room and seeing my mom laying there, and I called 911. When I was with my mom, just me and her alone in the hospital room, I was sitting next to her, looking over her, and for the first time ever, I prayed. And I was like, okay, if there's a God out there, can you prove it? Because, if my mom's gone, then it's, you're not real.
So I remember waking up on October 16th at 7 o'clock to the phone ringing, and it was our nephew Kyle. And he was talking to my husband, and I could just tell that there was something going on, something wasn't right, and I found out that my sister-in-law was in the hospital. I remember praying that day thinking, okay, this is the moment that there's gonna be a miracle. This is what's gonna be needed to help redirect the family so that they get out of the lifestyle and the environment that they had been subjected to. And he said no. She's brain dead.
I felt like the world was crashing down on me because in that moment I knew that I lost my best friend and I didn't have a mom anymore and I had no one to go to and I kind of felt alone. When my mom was growing up with my uncle, she told him, if anything bad ever happens to me, you're gonna take my kids. And so he was like, okay, why are you even saying that? It's not gonna happen. And so I remember thinking, well, my mom said I'm going with you.
So Reagan walks through the door, and it had been 6 years since I've seen her. And so, I embrace her and I'm, just holding on to her, and she's just like, hi, Aunt Shalisa, how are you doing? How was your day? And, I'm not sure what to say because her mom just passed away, and she's smiling and just trying to be strong for everyone. Becoming a mom overnight to 2 teenagers, if we just camp out on the word teenagers, it's just a shockingly horrifying time in anyone's life. It's hard. And I was in the Marine Corps, so I know a lot about hard things, but just teenagers in themselves it's just a hard stage of life. But then you have 2 that have been traumatized by the set of circumstances surrounding their mom's passing, and then their lifestyle and events that led up to it, the things that they were subjected to, no kid should ever have to be subjected to. We'd barely been going to Crossroads for just a couple of weeks, and then this happened, and a friend of a friend, I guess, submitted our name for the Boldly Blessed. I couldn't believe it because we hadn't been going there for very long and we desperately needed it because they came with nothing.
Hello, this is Chalisa.
Hi, Chalisa. This is Travis.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good.
I felt compelled and led to take your guys' needs over to the leadership over at Crossroads, and together they've decided to make you guys part of their Boldly Blessed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We want to take the kids out to a shopping spree at Target for $1,200 each.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is so generous of you guys.
So my aunt had told me that there was this thing called junior high ministry, and I was like, great, another church thing. This is torture. And the first time I went, I just remember seeing people raising their hands, and I was like, you people are crazy. Because I was like, why are they raising their hands? And I was like, everyone's just doing this for no reason. Because if God was so good, then why would this have happened?
we all prayed that her heart would be softened. And I prayed that the Holy Spirit would just give her an experience, because I knew, because of what she'd gone through, I knew that she needed something in her heart that would be something that she could feel, like just something powerful.
Around summertime, I had found out that there was a summer camp, and I saw my aunt and uncle pray about everything, every decision they made. So I was like, okay, like I'll give it a try. This was like the second time that I've ever prayed. So I sat right here and I just started praying. I was like asking God to show me a sign if He really wanted me to go. And right when I finished the prayer, I got a text from one of my friends saying, hey, are you coming to summer camp? At summer camp, I felt super connected with God, especially because the summer camp was nearby my old house. So I felt like I was at home, and like I felt like I was able to connect with Him more because I was like where I was used to be. We were in a chapel service at summer camp, and the pastor was saying, anyone who hasn't surrendered their life to God, like, can you pray this prayer with me? I started talking to one of the leaders, and I said, I think I'm ready now. And so I prayed the prayer, and then I just started crying. And I was like so overwhelmed with my emotions, and it just started flowing. It was like a happy cry. That was the first happy cry that I had cried since my mom passed away.
And she just, like, everything about her changed from the inside out. And it was just so obvious in the way that she talked and the way that she started carrying herself.
I see all your cards again. Well, we're playing for fun. We're playing.
No, we're playing for real. This is a real thing.
See what she does? Can you get a picture of her cheating?
And we're so thankful and grateful to the church and for the resources, and then everything that the life group leaders, the impact that they've made on the kids that they will never know. And probably they don't hear enough of every day that they're impacting these kids, and they're making a huge difference in their lives.
Since giving my life to Jesus, my heart has really opened up, and I've wanted to bring everyone I met to Jesus so they can experience His love like I did.